Good evening. It is Thursday. It is 1 week until Bad Blood. How you guys doing?
Woo!
All right.
Screaming
So
in anticipation.
tonight is going to be our annual free for all, the questions and answers portion of our live streams, which is always a lot of fun. Uh, Before we open it up to chat and questions, I'm just going to ask, keep the chat on topic. This is going to be public for everyone who's watching it. So don't get crazy. Ask pertinent questions. There are no dumb questions, but let's keep it
There
relative.
are definitely dumb
Oh
questions. Let's
yeah,
be real.
but let's keep it relatively civil. All right, we'll go counterclockwise around the horn today. Awol, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Awesome. Doc, how you doing?
I'm going to second that thought and say I also am doing fantastic.
Great.
Copycat.
I'm going to third that and say I'm doing fantastic.
All right, my job here is done. Great. Have a nice night. All right, so let's open up the good old chat. How do I put on stream? All right, so stream is live, and there's our chat. So I guess tonight we just kind of talk, see what happens, what's come up, going on, what you guys are looking forward to, what you're not, things like that. So yeah, since we got about a week to go, other than you all should be hydrating. Awol, what do you think about for the next week?
I'm excited. I fixed both of my guns and they're both ready to go. So
Awesome. Doc, what do you got for the next week?
I got a little antsy today, and I packed everything and sighted in the rifle, so I'm good to go.
I can't do that. Like, if I pack more than 24 hours before I go and do something, my brain immediately says I forgot things. I don't have it. I got to take everything apart, redo it.
Guilty. It's set up in a way which I can unpack it quickly, see the things that I know that need to be there, and they go right back in 2 seconds.
My living room looks like hell right now.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, you're outfitting what, 3 dozen people? So
Well, I'm only outfitting like 4 guys, but I have got enough kit in there for probably a couple dozen. Yeah.
I'm one of those
Right now-
spoiled guys. I use a pack out. So all my stuff is just layered. And ready to
see,
go for the most part.
that's why I made my little Craftsman fucking airsoft box, man. That thing is killer. Gotta go, gents.
oh, all right. Good luck.
Sorry,
Be
guys.
safe. All right. He's got real work to do. Appreciate it. How are ticket sales going for each faction? Really well. Tickets are moving good. Green's Army
Especially
Green's Army has sold out. Deus Ex is real close behind, and Black and Tans is picking up the rear. That being said, anyone who at this late stage in the game is still on the fence, doesn't know where to go, honestly, Black and Tans is the way. It's the smaller faction. It's the no offense to AWOL, they try great, but they're the underdog faction. They push harder than I've seen anybody push over the years. So if you're looking for, massive target acquisition, Black and Tan is the way to go, because you're up against two larger armies. You got nothing but guys who aren't dressed like you to shoot at, and it's worth it. So that's just my opinion. You guys have an opinion on last minute people?
until it rains, and then it's just green out there.
No, that's
You can't
that's
see
true.
us; we blend in.
Well, not until you get wet, and then
Well, yeah,
you're like the predator when his thing goes
you can see me now.
outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's great, and as I always say, because I know unfortunately I'm correct. If you ever need to find Deus Ex, just go to Tipman Town, because they're just going to be standing around there anyway. So easy
Facts.
targets. Yeah.
If you can see us.
Right. Yeah. If you can be seen.
Yeah.
So,
And if you do see us, we look good.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Since we're waiting on questions, let's talk about what you guys feel. Oh, okay. Let's have fun with this.
I'm here.
Oh, did we pay the bills?
No, I had nothing but technical difficulties with my computer. Every time I opened Discord, it crashed immediately. Anytime I opened a browser, it crashed immediately. I had to update every driver on my computer, but we're good.
All right. So I do have a question about kits and stuff. Let's get to that in a minute. What vendors will be out this year? Yes, we're gonna have Amped. We're gonna have Dye, the goggles company. There's one other that I can't remember their name, but there is one other gear company who's going to be on site. So forgive me for not remembering who, but there's going to be three merchandise vendors out there, and we're also going to have a table for Breakthrough T1D, taking cash donations for the charity. We'll talk more about that in the morning briefing on Saturday. But yeah, cash donations to buy more raffle tickets, more chances to win all of the amazing stuff that Evic is going to be bringing out for us. And he's gone. He didn't pay the bill. He lies. All the great stuff Evic's bringing out to shower everybody with goodies. And I was going through my closet. I just found a gigantic IKEA bag of swag that either didn't get thrown to last year or people didn't want. So I've got about 2 or 3 dozen black hats that the entire front is made of patch material. And I've got about 400 of those NYC Airsoft Moondog things, the little coaster scoopy things. So I got all kinds of stuff that does not fly well to throw at people. It's going to be great. So, right, gear. Let's talk about the people who this is their first, maybe second Bad Blood. Maybe this is their first big game, who think they need to pack everything on their back. What do you guys feel, other than the necessities, water, ammo, you have to have, and what, please God, do not bring?
Don't bring weighted plates for your vest. That's simple. Don't bring them. It's going to be hot. It's going to be muggy. You're going to be tired. You're going to be carrying a bunch of extra weight you don't need. Drop the plates. If you want the simulation, cut some EVA foam and stuff it in there for the stiffness. Don't bring weighted plates. That simple.
But what about the guy who's going to argue I'm in training? What about that guy?
This isn't a training event. This is a charity event. This is to have fun. Relax, dude.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Either one of you have a comment?
I'm of the same opinion. Lose the weight. You have a good pair of socks is a thing for me.
Socks.
Break in your boots ahead of time for the new guys. Don't just put them on out of the box. You're going to get a blister on your foot, and that's fun for no one. What else? I don't know. That's what I got for now. Something else come to me.
Right.
Full seal on all your safety glasses. Full seal.
Yeah.
No mesh. Yeah. Full seal.
AWOL?
There was one guy that just commented in Discord before we went live about a backup primary. Don't carry it with you.
Oh yeah.
Don't carry your backup.
Yeah. I on one hand, being the kind of airsofter I am, I understand you want to be prepared. I totally get that. But this is not that kind of event. It's very much, if God forbid your tried and true non-Franken rifle goes down, just red rag it, go back to your campsite, your car, get your other one that you've already chronoed anyway, and just come back out. Take the time. It's a good way for you to get a little snack, get some hydration. It's not the end of the world if you have to leave the field. It's really not. I know there are some people who don't want to leave the field. They want that immersion. They want to stay out there. And I totally get that. But catastrophic emergency, catastrophic failure, you got to do what you got to do. Don't be carrying everything under the sun that you might need.
And once again, it's a great time for you to refill your water.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Will there be a flea market on Sunday? Officially, no. Unofficially, EMR
Hell yeah.
totally fine with it. Go ahead, set up, trade with each other. That's fine. The main reason we don't want to do any kind of buying, selling, trading during main event is you're now taking away from the vendors who are paying to be there. Like, this is their livelihood. You're trying to offload old stuff or whatever, and that's fine, but they're trying to, make a living. So there's no buying, selling Friday, Saturday, stuff like that. But yes, Sunday you're more than welcome to set up in the what do they call it? The sheltered area. It's not a gazebo. It's too big to be a gazebo. Set up in there in the tables, set up at the campsites, whatever you want to do. It's fine. EMR generally has no problem with it.
It's camaraderie.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still hoping to do our patch swap Saturday evening. That'll be fun. So
That'll be great. Absolutely.
bring your books of patches and trade with your friends, tell war stories of stuff maybe you don't want to trade off because it's got great memories for you or something like that. Yeah. I've got some Evic swag type patches that I can give away. I still actually really proud of these. Actually, I still have a large handful of the first patches we ever made for the Marxist Task Force back in the early days of Bad Blood. So I got some super old stuff that people are more than welcome to. It's gonna be fun.
I got a question.
Sure.
Are there going to be those little red droplet patches this year?
Nope. Officially, they no longer exist.
Okay.
Now, I personally feel that maybe that's something we should undertake from here on out and do ourselves. There's no reason we can't. We just don't. Pretty sure Evic does not have any kind of copyright on that design, so it really shouldn't be a problem. But we can always come up with something new. But there is officially no blood drop year patch anymore.
Yeah.
The first Bad Blood. This is a better question for Ginger Bear or Primer if they were on. I want to say
1802.
first Bad Blood I think was officially was 2011, maybe 2010. I got involved 2013, and I've been running it and helping to run it ever since. So it's been a hot minute for me, and I'm not even the oldest guy out there doing it. Now Ginger Bear's been there since almost day one. Primer has been there since day one. So we got some guys out there who've, the first Bad Blood I think had 20 attendees max, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
I love that.
It was called PSI, Paintball Sports International in upstate New York. And
Heck
fun
yeah.
field, very, very odd field. It had two main areas of play that were bisected by a public road. So it was weird. So we actually instituted a rule where you can only cross the road at very specific points on the map, and you had to be led across the road as an entire faction by what we called a ferry keeper, a PSI staff member who would literally walk the teams across the road.
That's awesome. I love that.
Fun.
All 10 of them?
Oh no, this is back when we were rocking 1,200 players.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 2 years of Bad Blood where we had so many players we actually broke it into 8 factions.
Oh God!
What were the original factions?
Green's Army, the Black Shirts, and the Marxist Task Force was actually the Op 4. They were the original tribals.
Okay.
And then as it grew and grew and grew, we started to incorporate more teams, and that's how we finally solidified on where we are now. We've had Deus Ex, black shirts, and a couple forms of green and the Marxists for a long time. We've merged the two green teams together into Green's Army, and then we've since merged black shirts and the Marxists into the black and tans. So. Team black and tan was planning on wearing tan pants and a tan shirt. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't fit my mental idea of the black and tans, but yeah, tan on tan is fine. Black on black is fine. Just as long as everything is in matching order. So, tan pants, tan shirt, black helmet is fine, or vice versa. Just, obviously you can't mix other factions' colors into your and that goes for everybody. Like you can't go out there in a Deus Ex kit and an M81 helmet. That's not going to fly. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you would have upset the Deus Ex gods, and you'll probably be smited before you even get on the field.
It's just not the right color combination.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
You'll anger LM Jesus.
Yeah,
I like that. That's good. That's good.
Well, I lead all the LMGs. It's my thing. I'm the war dog.
Yeah. Cheap spring sniper allowed for Sunday? No, because even a cheap spring sniper is going to still be too hot for such a close quarters type game. Dead Blood is really very simple. It's a very, very close quarters, super fast zombie elimination style game. So yeah, Springer pistols, shotguns, low power electrics, things like that. And like I've said every week, if you don't have a weapon that is chrono regulations for Dead Blood, just be a zombie. It's an hour and a half out of your life of running around screaming at people, just being a psycho. And then once Dead Blood is over, we'll take a little bit of a break, and then we'll start skirmish games. And with skirmish games, it's the same chrono rules as main event Bad Blood. So you can bring out all your stuff, your HPAs, all that stuff. It's fine. So actually reminds me, I wrote up a quick thing of the schedule so people can get an idea of how the whole weekend is going to go. So any questions on this, let us know. Early chrono is going to start next Friday. So 8 days from now, we're going to start at 4:00. We will close down the chrono at our discretion. Basically, when we feel the line has died out, nobody has gotten back, has registered or gotten back in line at any time soon. There's no point in keeping guys who want to play Dark Blood waiting for you to come chrono. So if you get there at 7:15 and we've already closed down chrono, well, nobody was around. We made the judgment call to shut down. Just make sure you're first in line Saturday morning. Now if you're going to play Dark Blood, that's different, but please don't abuse the chrono staff. Dark Blood is our night game Friday night. The briefing is going to start at 7:00. We'll deploy players probably 15 minutes after that, and the game is going to start promptly at 7:30. We'll go till 10 sharp. There's no airsoft time. We end at 10:00. We got to be off the field, back in staging or the camp areas no later than like 10:30. So no lingering after the game is over. Just collect your stuff, mosey on out, and get a good night's sleep, because Saturday chrono starts at 7 in the morning. That'll last until 9:00, because then at 9:00 we're going to close down chrono, have the morning briefing, all the good stuff, announcements from everybody who needs to make the announcements. Then we'll reopen chrono at 9:30 for anybody who got kicked out of line till about 10. At 10, between 10 and 10:30, we will send people out to their starting locations. And at 10:30 sharp, we will start the game. So don't be hanging out waiting for your buddies in staging. Get to your team start point. Hear anything your COs need to, wisdom they need to impart on you about how they want to proceed. And yeah, just push and push and push until 4:00. We'll call it a day. Everybody will come back in. Staff will then meet me upstairs for a collection of the sample cards, which, by the way, this is a sample card this year. So,
Woo!
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hey, it looks like black and tan's at the end of the game.
So I'll count up. We'll count up all that, and then the raffle will start at around 5:00 ish, depending on what time we can get everybody amassed in front of the stage. I'll announce the winners. We'll start to be real happy about such a great thing we did. I'll make a couple announcements for the charity that we're going to be benefiting, and then Evic will present you with an ungodly amount of free stuff.
I love free stuff.
I know it's why we go,
great.
right?
Free 99 is a wonderful price tag, and boxes, tons of boxes,
lots of boxes, flying everywhere.
Oh, so I have a question.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay, my bad.
There's more.
Sunday is Dead Blood, the zombie game.
Woo!
Chrono for anyone who has something they maybe didn't chrono the day before, or they just picked up a shotgun and they want to go chrono because they want to use it. 9:00 briefing will be at the stage again at 10:00. We'll send everybody out to the Tipman town. And oh wow, really?
Moondog chimed in.
Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, thank you. And we'll send everybody out to Tipman town, and we'll just zombie it up for the day, and it'll be a blast. Can't wait.
Want some snarkiness from Moondog on that one.
I know, right?
Right.
First buy was 2000. Now, Moondog, was I right about the teams? Was it Black Shirts and Green's Army versus the task force? I wasn't there, so I'm just going off of what I was told. So
I have a question, and it's probably the most important post-Saturday game question there is.
Sure.
How big do you expect the Lost and Found box to be this year from last year?
Well, considering that I alone put in 2 pistols, at least 5 or 6 mags, a bunch of speed loaders, and some tactical gear. Like, I don't remember how it would have come off of somebody's equipment, but yeah, so it's going to be a full box.
Yes, full box.
Yeah.
That's my don't get me wrong, I love watching all the guns and gear and everything get raffled off. That Lost and Found box, let me tell you, it's good times. That is the golden item to win.
Yeah, I mean, because the stuff's already broken in, and it's we just need to be tweaking
right in the air.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that was the first Bad Blood of 2008, and we've come such a long way.
It's been a long journey.
Yeah. It's fun. We have a good time. Yeah. I mean, the box of Lost and Found is always fun. But yeah, I mean, I usually, when I'm out there walking the field with all you guys, I usually have a dump pouch on my belt because I know I'm going to find stuff. The stuff's going to be handed to me. And I'm like, I'm not going to run all the way back to staging to drop off this magazine. I'm just going to put it here. And when I get back over there, fine. But yeah, I mean, I find some of the weirdest. I think I was saying last week, I found a boot once. Okay, maybe you had a problem and you didn't break in your boots like Doc suggested, and you swapped out for something. But first question, why were you carrying extra shoes?
It's a spare boot.
Dude, where's the other
dedicated? Dedicated to the win. Airsoft equals life.
Yeah. But it was nuts, man. It was absolutely nuts. But yeah, I've found some weird stuff, like the normal stuff: red rags, gloves, pistol mags are probably the worst because pistol mags and M4 mags, because then you always get somebody. Did anybody find a mag? What's it look like? It's black. You think? Like, are they? They all are, of course. Yeah. So it's crazy, some of the stuff I find. But yeah, a single boot. I don't know how that happens, but I don't know. Oh, you know what? This reminds me. One thing that happened, I think it was 3 years ago, is somebody set up, basically they took all of their gear out to their starting spawn, and I guess didn't read the player packet and realized that this is a mobile game. And they had a table set up, and they had like those weird telescopic stool things, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And they were just sitting there, and I'm walking around and I find all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, clearly somebody put this stuff here. They either forgot where they put it or didn't realize that they're never coming back here. So I had to call EMR to get them to bring out one of their four-wheelers to come pick up all this stuff, because if it stayed out there much longer, it was going to walk. And it's just, so don't bring everything you own with you. Do not set up camp on the field, because your starting location is, you're never going to see that place again. You're going to be constantly moving. You're going to be constantly following your leaders and attacking random stuff that's chirping at you from the woods, like, you know, Buck and his team. But you're never going to go back to your table and your cooler and the battle wagons. I hate the battle wagons. I loathe the battle wagons. I get the point, but I see them coming, and I just. Hey, well, I know you have a feeling. You have a thought about this. I know you do.
I mean, it leads back to, you know, you're bringing your primary, and then you're bringing your backup in the wagon and your buddy's backups. But, you know, what are you doing when you run out of water? You go off the field and you fill it up. If your primary goes down, use it as an excuse to fill your water. Like, don't carry the extra weight, and don't leave the extra weight around. I don't want to lose a secondary. Like, I don't want to also set down a secondary on the middle of the field, because it will walk away.
Yeah. Now, the one, as much as I personally discourage the use, because like I said, I'm always picking them up off the ground because they get lost. I hate pistols. I love the idea of pistols, but I hate pistols for bad blood, because they always fall out. They always get lost. Now, if you are running some kind of bolt action sniper rifle, I get it. You need that pistol for close quarter stuff. That's in the rules. Totally makes sense. Get a lanyard. Somehow attach that thing to your body.
Amazon, $7.
Yeah. Or you know what? Patronize one of our vendors and buy one on site. You know,
That
This
too.
is just extra weight that you don't need on your hips. You're
I-
running a marathon, and,
I
and
agree.
if you're a rifleman, you don't need it. There's no point.
yeah. If you're a rifleman, you're right. There's no point.
There's no point.
This is a great question. What is the proper procedure exiting and entering once the game is started? There's only one entrance and exit. It is through the chrono line area. This is so we can make sure everyone's coming on the field and coming off the field safely. So if you need to come off the field for whatever reason, you're gassed out, you need to get more water, you're going to go back to where you chronoed, come back through the screens into the staging area. When you get to the staging area, obviously mags out, barrel covers have to be on. All of you HPA guys who just disconnect your hose and say, I'm safe, great. Barrel cover as well, please. But mags out. Just because your gun can't actually fire doesn't matter. No one is above the law. The law is mags out, barrel covers on at all times. Pistol, put it in your holster. Well, that's if you didn't lose it on the field. Same thing for getting back on the field. You're going to go back through where the chrono line is. So you'll be starting. Actually, I have the map. You're going to be coming into. Hold on, let me get rid of that caption. How do I do chat? Go away. You're going to be coming into the field at D2, D3. That is the only way in. That is the only way out. So when you get on the field, you need to find where your buddies are. You're going to get on the radio. You're going to very short and concise say green team looking for CO. And someone on your radio channel is going to say, we're at B6. You're going to start trekking your way to B6. You're not going to find them because they are constantly moving. So kind of go in the same direction you feel that they were going.
It'll be easy to find. Deus Ex will be in C4, 3, and D4 and 3.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. That's where Deus Ex will always be. So
that's where we live. That's our home.
That's our home.
But no, that's a great question. Yeah. So you're going to be coming off the field and on the field through the chrono station at all times. There's no skirting through holes in the fencing or anything like that, because we can't guarantee it. You're being safe, or you're exiting or entering in a safe location.
So. Only a half hour late. Hi, Mark.
Yeah. How you doing, Mark?
It's about right.
Yeah. Need to comb his beard.
Well, I mean, it takes a good hour or so.
He started yesterday, so I'm surprised
he's
not any later.
I did have to inspect it for barbecue sauce because I just finished eating some ribs.
Nice. Now, are you like Marsha Brady and you count the 100 strokes through the beard at all? No.
No.
Are we the only ones old enough to know what the hell that means?
Nope, yeah. I remember that. I think everybody here is just old enough for all of that. That's about it.
Ugh. So yeah. Anyway, thank you. That was a really good question about the entering. That's good. So obviously, Mark, we're just doing our Q&A. One of the I don't know if you heard, or actually you're eating your ribs. Good for you. One of the questions I asked to these guys was, especially for the new players who want to just make sure that they're prepared. Other than water, ammo, iPro, what do you feel they have to bring with them and they should never bring with them?
Make sure you got enough ammo. And don't bring along any extra weight, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
it's a mobile game. You're not going to be sitting waiting for somebody. You're going to be chasing.
All right, I got one to add. If the battle wagon is your grind your gears moment, it's the medic, like the huge medic pouch. And they're not the designated EMTs or anything. I'm like, why, man? No one's leg is falling off today. Put it away. Take the weight off.
So
I just can't stand it.
I agree with you, and I actually have a practical reason why I feel I agree with you.
I'm not saying bring a Band-Aid.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Bring a Band-Aid. Maybe it's aloe. It might get a burn. It's okay.
The problem I feel, and you're the doctor. Correct me if I'm wrong. The problem I feel with little Billy carrying a medic pack on his chest, he's either going to feel he's qualified to treat an emergency, he needs to be involved in the emergency, or he's going to be assumed by somebody else to be responsible for said emergency.
Okay. This brings me back to what I saw the very first time. I saw a dude drop face first 15 minutes into the game from heat stroke. Now, my natural instinct was to laugh instantly. I'm like, what's this guy doing? What's wrong with him? Now, I didn't run over there. There were like 400 people that ran to this poor soul. Like, get away from him. One or two, that's it. Let the guys that are ready, that registered to do it, let them do their job. Everyone else just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Get out of the way, or call it in if you see it, and then let the people who
that's
are
the most
trained to
important.
attend
That's
to this.
I feel that's the better thing. Call it in. Call it in that this happened. Yeah.
There are specific people who are trained to handle this immediately. They're everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere.
Now,
So we're in
EMR
good hands if something happens.
Yeah, EMR has EMTs from the local county on staff. They are there, ready to go at the drop of a hat. We also do have trusted players who are licensed EMTs as well.
Isn't Buck one?
Buck is one.
Buck is one.
Yeah, Buck is one. But actually, a few members of Buck's crew are all licensed EMTs. They're
I've even seen him
EMTs.
respond in the field in real time before.
Right. Now, the thing that I do ask of all of you who have a medic bag on your kit, fine, it's got your peanuts and your power bar in it. That's great. Take the Red Cross patch off. Just do that. Don't not that it's a stolen valor thing or I'm important, you're not. It's so there's no confusion on who is actually medically trained to do this kind of thing. So take off the patch. Keep the pouch. Take off the patch. That's really what I'm asking. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. You have enough to do very, very minor emergency stuff. You're not there resetting legs and stuff like that, nor would I want you to be doing that kind of thing. It's all about just keeping everybody safe, right? So
the goal is to get the player to the EMTs that are volunteering their time for staff.
Right. Say that a little differently. EMT 2 hurt player.
No, I'm
you
talking.
Don't bring the guy.
We're not trying to treat him on the field. We're trying to get him to the EMTs that are there on staff for this exact purpose.
No,
guys that
I
are
think
not playing.
Doc's got a better point. We're not trying to get anyone to the EMTs. We're trying to get the EMTs to the player.
Yeah,
they need to evac them. That's on them. Our job isn't to move anybody. It's to get help to them.
You can do
we're
more
not
harm
trying
than
to fully.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we're not trying to fully treat them on the spot. We're trying to get the proper people
like
in place.
If some dude collapses face first, clearly roll him over and make sure he's not dead. But after that, leave him alone, call it in, make a hole when the gator starts coming through, and that's that. It's pretty simple. Now, every year I do ask anyone who does have licensed EMT training. Last year we had a great guy who was an active duty Army medic. And all I ask you to do is make yourself known to me, and then we'll make you known to EMR that you are trained in this thing. If they want to then task you, great. If they don't, great. That's don't take it upon yourself unless you've been tasked by the people who are paid to be there to do this thing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Ian, for embeds, we have our little flags again this year, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. The little soccer flags. Yeah.
So I'm going to give everybody the best advice because there was a lot of people that didn't want to listen to the advice last year, but I'll give it again. If any of us are waving that flag and telling you to do something, do it. Don't fight us. We're telling you to do it for a reason. Like, get out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, we've tried so many different things over the years. We've tried to, put like a high vis vest in guys' pocket, and okay, well, when you need to embed, you got to put on the vest. How? You're still carrying gear. No point.
Mm-hmm.
We tried these, rainbow belts. That didn't work really well because they were hard to see. We tried armbands, hard to see. We did the pool noodle thing for years and years, and people loved it because it's so ridiculous. But yeah, the last couple of years we've gone to the soccer flags.
The high vis flags work good.
They fit in your back, the embed's back pocket or a pouch or whatever. They pull it out, they wave it. I'm important. Listen to me. I'm trying to keep you safe and having fun. Like Nesbitt just said, don't fight me. I have information you need. That's it.
That's all it is.
Yeah. There's no power trips out there. I mean, these three guys, minus Nesbitt, who's just a hanger on, we can't get rid of him. No. They're in charge of these teams, not because of a power trip or anything like that. It's because we know you're going to get the job done. the players respond to you, and it's fun. You get the spirit of the game. So that's why you guys are tasked with the roles you're in. If you guys ever want to step down, great. We'll find somebody else who wants to do it too. But we don't put you in a CO position so you can then command people because we're playing Army Man in the woods. That's not what we're doing. We're playing Army Man in the woods. Don't take this seriously. We're just having fun. So and raising money for charity.
We're playing real life GI Joes, guys.
Todsky did that a couple years ago. He and a couple friends of ours actually went in full Cobra kits for a game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it looks great. Now, the only problem was Todsky's got this, Mark Thomas like beard. So he's got his Cobra helmet on and he's got his, blacked out goggles and then just this scraggle. I'm like, okay.
So many years ago, I worked for Disney as a musician, and I had a lot of friends that were the actual GI Joes when the Toy Story area opened up.
You mean the Green Army Men?
Yeah, the Green Army Men.
Freeze when you say Andy's coming. Is that real?
That is real. Yeah. Oh. Well, it's not. When I was there, it was there. I don't know so much if they still do it today because I know cast members were getting hurt because they would say Andy's coming and people would freeze and inevitably fall over and hurt themselves. But we used to do the Andy's coming and everybody would have to freeze. That was a toy.
That's a workman's comp case, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Big one. But yeah, those toy soldier outfits, man. Oof, I'll tell you, those things were heavy.
Oh, I bet. And they were walking around in basically flippers all day long, right? Because didn't it have the base plate?
Yeah, they had the base. They actually had to go to school to learn how to walk properly in those. There was like a whole 6-week training thing for that.
I love it.
It was good times.
OSHA mandated.
Yeah. I don't know if you all see it. Smurf here makes a really good point. To make sure you have all of your gear marked. Just put your name on it, put your initials on it. That way, when, we're going through the box of 20 different black M4 mags, well, this one's got your name on it. So clearly this one's yours, and yeah, the Balefront radios too. The thing with the radios, especially if you're using the 5Rs, they've got the clips, but also they've got a little lanyard hook.
Tie it to a molly.
Yeah, just tie it to something. It's you don't. Yeah.
And that's a good point. I actually was going through my rig yesterday, and I realized my radio pouch from last year got completely mangled, so I had to order a new one.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, I got caught in the brush, and I just kind of ripped my way through it and tore a whole bunch of crap.
You forgot snacks, and we're chewing on it. It's okay.
Look, no Slim Jim left behind.
See, you're talking about you got caught on a little bit of brush and you snapped your rig, but I'm the guy walking around like a freaking repeater tower, and I'm fine. So
you're also
maybe it's the operator.
You're not prone crawling under a brush that has no visibility just so you can get a hidey hole with an LMG.
Yeah. See, if I were to do that, I'd still be out there because I'm not getting back up.
Yeah, exactly. I did that one time. And that's when I got snagged and ripped myself free. And I was like, I swear I will never do it again. I'll always be the guy standing in the open, just with an LMG.
Didn't you rip your pants last year, Brandon?
I ripped the butt of my pants. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the crotch, but whatever.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Well, it was like.
Well, I mean, it is a Saturday.
Yeah. I slipped down that hill with the LMG, trying to climb up. I heard the while shooting. I was like, oh, okay. Well, this is going to be good. Had a nice breeze, if you will.
Yeah. So I talked to Timmy a bit today, and he is very busy mowing, brush hogging, and trying to make the site nice and pretty for us. And he's doing a great job over there. But bugs are still a thing. There's going to be high grass. There's going to be, you're going to be walking through trees. Treat your stuff now. I'm a very big fan of permethrin. I've always, ever since I discovered it, I've been using it. I've never had any kind of tick or bug problem. So just cover your cloth stuff in permethrin and you're good to go. A little bit of DEET on your skin if you like that kind of stuff. Just no DEET on rubber. I don't know if you know DEET melts rubber. and it's fun and it smells really, really bad. So don't do that. But yeah, just be mindful. There are bugs, there are ticks. It should have to go without saying, but don't shoot at wildlife. Just dumb stuff like that. Don't be that guy that we need to call the cops on. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, I thought of a you should never bring to the event item.
Okay.
Don't bring real firearms. Don't even leave them in your car. Just don't bring them.
Yeah.
I know we probably shouldn't have to say that, but we're going to say it anyways. Regardless of whether or not you're licensed to have them and carry them, don't bring them to the event. There's 0 point where you're going to need them.
I agree. Yeah, there's and that's a really good point. Is even if you are licensed and you want to exercise your right, I'm fully there for you to exercise your right any other weekend except next weekend.
Exactly.
That's all. That's fine. I appreciate everything you believe in. Just not next week. So that's just me. Yes, it is. Thank you for that. I appreciate the levity.
Insightful. Love it.
Yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited though. I think we're gonna have a really, really good time out there.
Yep.
You guys got any other thoughts on your past experiences and what you
I got a
you don't want
question
to see
for
again?
everybody.
Okay.
What year was your first one? And disregard all the other things. What was it like for you in the first minute of the game?
May I go first?
Go for it.
2013 was my first year. I was an embed for the Marxists, and that year, the team that I was with, we went in full Soviet Afghan war uniforms. No, that was great. It was fun.
Nice choice.
But
like
we
that.
also, Todd still wears it. I don't know if you ever realized, Todd still wears the same uniform from that. We followed Soviet doctrine. And if you didn't want to move when we said move,
Just shot him.
we will shoot you. And we warned them from the get-go. We started out in a very open position in the game on, and immediately all the little kids in front of us heard the chatter of typewriters and just dove behind anything they could. And we're just standing there going, there's nothing here. Let's go. Let's move. No, there's contact. No, there's not. And then our machine gunner says, get up or we're going to shoot you ourselves. And I go, we're going to what? And next thing you know, and just laid out 100 little kids. Like, but we told you this was going to happen. You're going to get shot all day long. You'll be back in 10 minutes. Let's do this. And
did they learn their lesson, or how many times did you go through that?
Just the one time. They learned.
Listen, baptism by fire.
Did not want to. Yeah, they did not want to take an RPK to the back ever again, and it was great.
So I want to answer Petr Bala's comment.
Peter,
question.
Oh, Peter, I haven't seen Peter in a long time.
Peter Bala.
Yeah.
So I am looking at EMR for Saturday because my weather report goes up to Saturday. Currently predicted a low of 58 at night, a high of 75, rain to start about 10 p.m.
We say this every year. Keep in mind, EMR is a very strange little ecosystem. It is on a mountain surrounded by other mountains. Just because there might be rain or some kind of weather pattern in the area doesn't mean it's going to make it over those mountains and affect the field. Rain is not going to hurt your stuff. It's going to make it humid as hell.
It'll hurt our stuff.
Not if it's properly maintained. It won't.
We're multi-cam. Water will hurt ourselves.
I mean, in generally well-kept, well-prepared AEGs are not going to be affected by water. They're fine. But yeah, let's not get too hung up on the weather until honestly day of, because it's always changing, and we'll make adjustments as we need to make adjustments. But we play in the rain as long as there's no thunder. We play in the rain. So, all All right. Now let's get back to this question. This is a great question. AWOL, first year, and what was
First
the
5 minutes in the game.
first 5 minutes of the game? How'd it go?
Oh, 15, 13, one or two. I don't know. I don't remember the year. I was completely overwhelmed because I was a young kid and I was all by myself. I bought tickets, drove down, and I was like, "Yeah, screw it, I'll go to this."
How old were you at the time?
Early 20s.
Early 20s? Okay.
Yeah, early 20s, and it was one of my first airsoft events, so I was overwhelmed completely. It's great.
Yeah,
I love it. Nesbit.
My first was 2021. First 5 minutes of the game, that initial breakout, I was like, oh, everybody's going everywhere. I was by myself. I hadn't really made any friends up here yet because I had just moved to the north like a year or two earlier. I was still getting into the groove of things, and I was like, I need a fun thing. And I was like, Bad Blood, that looks interesting. Let's do that. And everything I thought it was going to be, it wasn't. And everything I was afraid of it becoming, it became. There was no structure. It was just balls to the wall, shoot anything that moves. And I fell in love with it.
Nice. I love it. Mark.
2022. It was just me and my son. We didn't know anybody, and it was just madness. We didn't know the field at all. I think we got separated from the group once or twice and had to meander around to find our way back. But it's gotten quite a bit better since then.
Nice. What about you, Doc?
2017. Willie gave a speech and yelled at us. I was like, who's this guy? Who's this guy yelling at me right now? And then we broke out towards the pipeline. I got stuck behind. I mean, I was nervous like anything else, but I was amped. Got stuck behind some board out there in the pipeline. I don't even remember where it was. And I was the last guy still standing, just sitting there. My gun jams. I'm sitting there. I pull my pistol. I just got this in the box. It's the Punisher pistol. I point up. A dude comes around the corner. Magazine falls out. And I look at him. I go, just don't shoot me. You got me. Just I'll go walking. And I just left. But that was the first 5-10 minutes.
Nice.
I love it.
Press
So-
the mag release button. Don't do that.
And I have a question for all of
listen.
you, because this might actually help me in a way. As an airsoft producer, I'm finding it, and I've talked to other producers about the same thing. We're finding it harder and harder to effectively advertise an event, right? Now, since other than I think AWOL, all of you came into Bad Blood after moving to EMR. So, AWOL, you were at PSI, right? Okay. How did you find Bad Blood? I'm assuming AWOL, you were on the message board.
Word of mouth. That's how I
okay.
found out it.
All right. Yeah, how did you guys find Bad Blood?
Oh, how did I find Bad Blood? Jesus. I don't even remember. I remember I was looking something up. I was deep diving for some gun that I was interested in buying, and I was like searching for it. And I think it just popped up on the interwebs for me. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And I read into it a little bit for what little information I could. And I was like, oh, screw it. Let's go.
Mark, what
It was
about
pretty
you?
straightforward.
Partly Moondog. I didn't do much of anything with social media before COVID, and I missed out on everything that happened during that time because I wasn't on any social media. That was, how everybody was communicating. I started a YouTube channel right after that so that my family in Western Pennsylvania could get a little bit of an idea what we were up to, and met a whole bunch of gun people and reloading people. And Moondog happened to be on one of the live streams that I was on, and found out that my son and I had just started into Airsoft. And he's like, oh, yeah, you ought to come up. And he's like, we got this thing going on at Bad Blood up at EMR. And we had been seeing patches from Bad Blood at our local field, wondering what it was about. So that was that first year that we tripped up. And yeah, it was an eye opener.
That's awesome. I love it. Doc, what about you?
Say the question again. Sorry.
How did you find Bad Blood?
Oh, how did I fan Bab? I started Airsoft late in 2016, and then it was just in someone's backyard, bunch of guys, and then there was a team forming, and that's the team I'm on currently. And they're like, "Hey, come with us." I'm like, "Yeah, you want to dress up like this?" And I was sold, and they're like, "Just come with us. Go here on Evike and buy this ticket, and we'll go dress up like fake GI Joes and have a grand old time for a weekend." That's how I heard about it.
We got some multicam in the van. Come on.
This white windowless
Puppies
van.
and duct tape and shovels too.
I'll answer my own question because I had started loosely playing Airsoft back when I lived in Tacoma, Washington, and we were making plans to move back east, and I kind of wanted people to connect with when I first got out here, and I found Moondog first and started just talking back and forth with him. I finally moved out here to Brooklyn, and he invited me to one of NYC Airsoft's Milsim style games, and I just got hooked on his whole style of play from there. And I went to everything he put together between that summer and the next summer. Got hooked up with the Soviet team that we were doing, and it was just all downhill from there. So, so yeah, so Moondog brought me and Mark in. The rest of you found it through friends or the internet. Interesting, because I don't know ever how to advertise. I mean, we got Facebook, we got Discord. I don't really feel posting on any other social media stuff really does anything, but I could be wrong. And I'd like to find other ways of reaching people who don't already know who we are, because that's kind of the problem. It's like I'm preaching to the choir a lot of times.
I'll say I'm a late bloomer to the sport of Airsoft. I did it at 32. That's when I began. So, and most people are talking about doing it at 18 and 20 and starting it really early. I wish I did. I would have had a lot more fun, I guess. But that would be my biggest thing is I had no clue it existed at the time of. And then that's where my friend Casey introduced me. He's like, "Hey, come here. I got something for you." And then I'm like, "Okay, what's that?" And he's like, "Let's go shoot people in the backyard." Sure. Here, put this down. There's an AK-47 that really doesn't work. Okay. What do I do? Shoot them. Done. That's how it started.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what makes Bad Blood what it is they're not just like me, shoot them. Like there's no tactic involved. Just,
or shoot your own guy.
I mean, if that's what you need to do, well, yeah, I mean, it does happen.
Especially in the dark.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, AWOL just keeps bringing them in. So.
And Buck keeps stealing them.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe he knows something we don't know. I don't think so. Well, you never know. No, it's great. I'm glad that we've got such a solid crew over the last few years who knows what they're doing and want to keep doing it. That's really the most important thing to me. It's not about putting on a great game and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, that was fun." Next, it's putting on a great game and getting people to be hyped up for it and ready to come back and do it again. That's why Bad Blood has lasted, other than 1 year because of COVID, since 2008. We've been doing it in some form for almost 20 years. So,
I can tell you, as sure as I'm standing here, if you attend Bad Blood, you will be talking about that year's Bad Blood until the next one.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
We share stories. Even today, we share stories about Bad Blood from last year.
But the dumb stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Some of the best stories are with other airsofters who had to miss the game for whatever reason.
Thanks, Mark.
And then just the look of disappointment on their face when you tell the story. They're like, "Oh, that would have been so much fun.
I could have been there."
Yeah. Who fell down a ditch? Oh, what? Yeah. Oh,
who is this Steven guy?
So, yeah. It's
why was he so lost?
Yeah. Right. Oh, Steven, Little Billy, Jimmy. Yeah. If I'll tell you right now, if I ever find Jimmy, I'm gonna have to string him up. I have to. So
We're gonna put a bell on Jimmy. Jimmy, if you're watching this and you're coming this year, please find one of us. I will put a cowbell on you.
well, though Jimmy and Little Billy all started back at PSI when a brilliant producer who we're not going to call Moondog had the great idea of stopping the game after 2 hours, amassing everybody back in staging, and then just everybody gorging themselves on pizza and then getting back out there. I never saw so many people either quit out or just lose their lunch everywhere. We stopped breaking for lunch after that. But
Oh, no.
man, so much pizza, such a bad idea.
Hey, Ian, do we know if the beer truck is coming out Saturday night again?
I have no idea, but I can find out.
That would be awesome because they had some really good like local beers on that truck that were really good last year.
Good. I mean, I do know that there will be the same food trucks
Sweet.
from last year. So
They were good last year.
yeah, they were really
they
good
were
last year.
they were really good.
So there's gonna be plenty of really good food options. So there's no reason to go hungry. As far as beer truck, I'm not sure, but I will find out because for all of us over 21, that's an important thing to know.
Absolutely.
So all right. So I'm going to kill the chat. And if I can figure out how, and we're going to wrap up. So we got a week to go. We got one more live stream next Thursday, the night before the game, to get everybody hyped, any last minute recommendations, see how everybody's feeling. And then we're going to get to doing this. So, AWOL, other than hydrating, what do you got going on for the next week?
This weekend, I'm playing with my guys and getting the dust off the gear. I just got 2 guns ready, so hopefully get some playtime before actual Bad Blood.
Yeah. Oh, if I don't talk to you guys, happy anniversary to everybody, or happy Father's Day to everybody. That is Sunday for anyone who did not remember that. So great, Doc. What do you got going on next week?
This weekend,
up until next live stream.
A couple things for business. I got to finish up, but other than that, just going to enjoy the family this weekend.
Very nice, Mark.
I believe we'll be playing our home field on Saturday again. Just a little bit, get shot up. Making my checklist. I'll be stuffing things in the Jeep on Thursday and probably be half an hour late for the live stream.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
But we'll be there.
Late.
Awesome. Nesbitt, what do you got going on?
Cramming in 2 classes worth of work that in like 4 days. That way Friday morning I can leave for Bad Blood. I got
Very good.
two 7-day classes I got to get done in 4 days for that. So
you guys all showing up sometime Friday, or are you going to be stragglers? Everybody
I will
Friday?
be there Friday morning. I will be out there probably around like 10:30ish.
All right. That's fine. But remember, for everyone listening and watching, EMR, I believe, isn't opening camping spots until I want to say 3. So if you're early and they let you through the gate, you're kind of just going to be hanging out in your car. We're not starting chrono until 4:00. And yeah, so.
Well, I figured Ash and I can volunteer and help out, get some of the final things ready in the morning.
Oh, absolutely.
Since we're both staffing this one, so
perfect. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I don't know what time I'm going to be there, but probably not long after you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be great. That being said, I'm Ian. These are my friends, and this is Bad Blood.